Okay, I may get a minute here. I want to talk about my first experience with fish keeping as an adult on my own. My first tank was this little 5-gallon glowfish tank. I want to say I got it off their website or Amazon. My kids are running around here. I might not get too much peace and quiet, but that tank is now my hospital tank, so to say. Now, I went to PetSmart to get the fish. I was told to run the filter for 24 hours and had the fish. And use some conditioner. I got some water conditioner, like the little cheap glowfish kind. I don't know what brand it is. It has pictures of glowfish on it to remove the chlorine. So I did all of that. And I went and bought 4 glowfish Danios, if I'm saying that right. I feel like I'm always saying it wrong. A green one, an orange one, a blue one, and a pink one. And right away, well, not right away, I would say about a week. I would say a week into it, I started to lose fish one by one. I came home from a walk one time and the little orange one was dead. And then the pink one, then the blue one, and then the pink one. The blue one was my son's favorite. It was very devastating, actually. Somebody's knocking off books back behind me. But, so I didn't know about cycling the tank. I had no idea what was going on. I thought it was the pH levels or something. I didn't know anything. And when I asked at PetSmart what to do, they didn't mention that. They just told me they'd be fine. They even tested the water and told me it was fine. So they're like, oh, come back in a week. Of course, a week later, all my fish were gone except for one. It still lives today. Green Leaf. My son has named her aptly, and she is the alpha of this tank, I feel like. She is quite fat for a fish. There she is, Green Leaf. Swimming around, owning the tank. There she goes, yep. I just fed them. I don't know why they act like they're starving. And so that was my first experience. She still lives today. I had this tank for a few months. I did figure out what the problem was after much research online. After I came across the pH thing, I kept messing with that, thought that's what the problem was. Finally, I came across the nitrogen cycle and realized, oh, I don't even have a test kit for that. I just had a pH test, the liquid. So I ordered some test strips because they were cheaper, and I know they're probably not as accurate, but at the most, I can tell. I mean, they've worked for me so far. And I did start to change the water. Since it's only 5 gallons, it was easy. I used our drinking water that we fill up at the little water station, and changed the water all of the time. And then finally it was leveled out and I had one fish. My husband would joke and say she killed out all the other fish, but I did think that for a while. But and she was quite happy on her own, actually. She would swim. It's funny enough, even though they say they can't be alone, she was quite happy. Her fins were up. She would swim around. When I bought the bubbler, I didn't have a bubbler at first. I thought maybe that was the problem in the beginning. So when I did get the bubbler and put it in, because the filter doesn't make a lot of bubbles on that tank. I don't have that filter on that tank right now. But it was actually this filter that goes inside. The whole thing goes inside through the suction cup. So the whole thing goes inside and it sucks in through there and it makes the tiniest waterfall. So it doesn't make any bubbles or doesn't really give any oxygen to the water like this one does. This one has a lot, like a big waterfall. And now I have a bubble filter in there, a sponge filter. But yeah, when I first put the bubbler in there, this fish played in it. It was really cute, actually. The fish would jump around and play in it, swim around, jump, but swim around through the bubbles, and it's really fun to watch. So we had that fish in there for quite some time, alone, actually, until I decided I needed a bigger tank. And I went and got this 25-gallon one off of OfferUp, and it came with decorations, a heater, another bubbler, and the stand that it's on. Sort of fly behind me. Yeah. This time I knew how to cycle it, and I had filter media from the other tank to use. It was much easier. But nonetheless, it was an interesting experience to lose all my fish. We were very devastated, and I finally learned what was going on. I mean, that's really it. That's the story.